Shout out to the New York Knicks. We here. Yeah. Had to put my Knicks shirt on. We in the second seed of the playoffs. We about to get it in. It's your boy Chill 174th. We in the building. East Coast, East Side, worldwide. Boogie Down Bronx, you know how we do. We ready to roll. We ready to rap. I got a story to tell. Wasn't sure if I should tell a story, you know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about it for many years. Happened a long time ago, but it's been on my mind, so I figured I'd try to tell a story, right or wrong, good or bad, right? As the story goes, this is back in the days, I don't know how many years ago. I had a good friend. He was one of my best friends, one of my right-hand men. We used to hang out all the time. Me and his birthday is like 2 days apart, so we definitely was really close. We used to love a lot of the same things, you know what I'm saying? So we were just really good friends at that time. You know what I mean? We haven't spoken in a good while, and I think it was over this situation that I'm about to talk about. So let's get into it. Many years ago, we went to the same high school. We went to the same high school with this certain female. I think we was fresh out of high school, so I think she was like a year behind us or something. Or she had like one more year she was in. And that particular female at the time, I knew her, but I didn't know her. Like I knew she went to the school, but I didn't know her. Like we never spoke. And just so happens that only reason I knew who she was is because me and her had the first Timberland jackets that came out. Leather jackets. Like it was like a Pele jacket, but it was a Timberland jacket. I had a black and white one, and she had a brown and white one. That's how I knew who she was, because we was like the only two people in school with that coat at this time. But getting to the story, my homeboy had met her because he used to hang on a block that I didn't really hang on, even though I knew everybody up there, but I didn't really hang up there. But she used to hang up there with a lot of her friends. He used to hang up there with some homies. I knew them too. And she met him. You know, she met him, gave him the phone number, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So he came to my crib, and I still was living at with mom's at that time. We were still young, probably like 20. So, you know, he come to the crib, be like, yo, I just met the shorty. And the way me and him rock, you know, if you meet a shorty, see if she got friends. If I meet a shorty, see if, you know, she got friends. That's how we used to rock. So I put him on, he put me on. That's how we always did it. So when he came to the crib, he's like, yo, I just met this joint. She gave me the number. So I'm like, yo, call up. Let's see what it's hitting for. Like, you know. So he called up or whatever. They talking, they doing what they doing. So I'm like, yo, let me holler at her real quick. So when I spoke to her on the phone, I'm just like, yo, if you got any friends, let me know. Put me on. Tell my boy you got a friend for me or whatever. Put me on, let me know. All right, cool. Gave him the phone back. So they kept on talking, doing what they doing or whatever. So she had asked to speak to me again. Say like, yo, dog, she want to talk to you again. So I'm like, so I got the phone. I'm like, yo, what's up? So she's like, yo, I want to know if it's all right if I can have your phone number or whatever. So I'm like, what you mean? Like, she was like, you know, if I got friends, I'll let you know. I'll call you. I'll let you know. I got a friend for you, whatever. So I'm like, well, let me clear that with my boy, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I asked him, I said, yo, she's trying to give me her number. And she said she want to be cool, whatever. You all right with that? Let me, you know, he like, nah, it's cool, it's cool. I'm like, yo, you sure, bro? You all right with that? Because I'm not on no funny shit. If you're not all right with that, I'm not even going to go there with you with that situation. So he like, nah, bro, it's cool, man. You get the number, it's cool, whatever. So I'm like, all right, so, no, matter of fact, she took my number. I didn't have her number. She had took my number down. Cool. So at that time, we was both out of school or whatever. He stopped going to school. I think I got kicked out. So I was always home every day in the crib. Mom's was at work, all that type of shit. So I had the crib to myself every day. So I'm like, I told him, I said, yo, you know, I got the crib to myself. You could bring her here. You know what I'm saying? If you want, I got extra rooms ahead. You could go do your thing. He's like, all right, cool. So one day he met her. She got out of school. He met her. She came through or whatever. So I'm like, yo, you got the room over there. Y'all can go do your thing. So I'm in another room doing my thing. I'm playing Nintendo or something. I don't remember what game system, but I believe it was Nintendo. So I'm playing the game. And she comes in the room with me, and she sat next to me when I'm playing the game. So I'm like, yo, what is you doing? Like, so she's like, I'm trying to play the game with you. So I'm like, nah, you supposed to be over there next door with the homie. Like, what you doing here? Like, she's like, nah, I'm trying to play the game with you. I'm like, nah, you supposed to be next door with the homie or whatever. Go over there. So homie never came out the room, so she went back in the room with him. So I'm still doing my thing, playing the game. Next thing I know, they both came in the room. They was arguing or whatever. I don't know what they was arguing about, because I don't know what happened in that room. So she came back, sat next to me, and they arguing this, that, and the third. So I'm like, yo, what's going on with y'all two? Like, what's up? Like, he like, nah, fuck this bitch, da 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 da. And they arguing, so she's like, she leaving. So he like, I'm gonna just walk her downstairs and that's it. Fuck this bitch, whatever. So he took her downstairs, they left. I had no idea what happened between them, nothing in that room. I don't know. Wasn't in there. The girl called me like later on that night. Or 2 days later, something like that. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? I said, yo, what happened with you and my boy? Like, I was fighting and all that with him. So she like, I got something to tell you. So I'm like, what's up? So she like, yo, I really gave him the number so I can get to you. So I'm like, what you mean? So she's like, yo, I really want to holler at you. I didn't want to holler at him. I just gave him the number because I know he be with you all the time. And he don't come up here. So I knew if I gave the number to him, he would come to you because y'all be together every day. So I'm like, did you tell my homeboy this? Like, because he really feeling you. Like, what's up? So she like, nah, I ain't tell him. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You need to tell him, like, because he's feeling you. Or whatever. So she ended up telling him or something. So I was just like, yo, wow, this is crazy. And she's like, I'm trying to holler at you. And I'm like, I ain't even on that type of time. I don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? But she like, nah, that's what I really want to do. This and that and third. So I'm telling my homeboy, you hear what she say? You understanding this? Like, what you want me to do? Like, what you... So he was like, yeah, I don't care, bro. Like, you could talk to her. Like, we always get girls. Like, you could talk to her, whatever. Like, I'm like, listen, I'm not on that type of time. I'm not that type of nigga. Like, if you have a problem with that, I'm not going to fuck with her. Like, he was like, nah, it's cool, dog. I wasn't feeling her anyway. But I should have known that he was feeling her, and I probably was wrong for that. But we was young. I should have known that. But I ended up talking to the girl anyway, right? But I told him, I said, you know what, listen, since she did you dirty, we're going to do her dirty. You know what I mean? So she started giving me a lot of money. So whatever money she was giving me, I started asking for double because she used to like give me a lot of money and buy me shit. So I would ask for double shit to break off with him, like, you know, split it with him like that. And then as I'm going to her crib all the time, I met 2 other girls that lived in her building, which is kind of foul, you know, but I met 2 other girls that lived in her building. One of them was giving me the eye, so I'm like, okay, I already know what time it is with that. So one day I'm gonna creep back around here and I came back through there and I ran into Shorty that was giving me the eye. I started hollering at her. You know, I told her friend, I got a nigga for you. Me and my boy gonna come up here, and we end up hooking up with the other 2 girls that lived in the same building, and that was foul. But end up dissing the other girl, the first girl, for the other 2 girls that we was dealing with. And we started rocking out with the 2 new girls, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And that's just how that went. Left the other girl alone, but she used to see us all the time out there with the other 2 girls. So it was kind of like a little friction. But then my homie, he told the girl that I hooked him up with, he told her don't talk to me because he like, oh, that nigga be stealing niggas' girls and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, we good friends. He could have been talked to me about that. I say he ain't have to go behind my back and say shit like that. But the girl I was dealing with, she found out and told me, like, yo, your man is telling homeboy, you know, telling people don't talk to you because you steal niggas' girls and all. I'm like, wow, I thought we was cool or we was past that. I didn't know he still was feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really on that type of time, but we was young then. So I don't know if I was right in that situation or wrong. It was many years ago. I feel bad about that situation, but I hooked him up with many more girls after that because I wasn't on that type of time. But fun fact, though, I don't know if people think that's grimy or not, but I have a scar, you know what I'm saying, over a situation that happened with him. I don't know if that was the get back or the karma, because I caught a scar protecting him over some shit that he had did, you know what I'm saying, and I got involved and I wasn't going to let it go down like that, so I don't know if it was the get back, so I caught a scar. I got hurt real bad because of that, you know what I'm saying. He did too, but I caught it more than he did, you know, over some shit he did, you know what I mean, but I still jumped in there, whatever. Shit happens, man. I don't know if I was right or wrong in that situation, but that's how it went down, and from that point on, me and him kind of like stopped being friends and all that, and I never wanted it to be like that because he was real good friends with me. He was like my brother and all. Like, we was real cool. You know what I'm saying? He's around. He don't live in New York no more, but I talk to him from time to time on social media, but it ain't the same. Like, he don't talk to me like that, so it is what it is, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. Well, like I said, we was young when this happened, so I don't know if I was right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I think I've been apologizing, homie, about that situation. And even so, the girl actually passed away too. So I kind of felt bad about that too, because we did her dirty. And I wasn't even really on that type of time neither. But I thought I was helping out my friend by doing her dirty. But it happened like that, man. You know, I'm sorry about all that situation. We older now, we grown folks, but it is what it is, man. But we give a couple of shout outs before I go. Foxy I Am. She's on social media. Her raps is dope. I like that girl. Girl Code from Brooklyn. I love them. Them two. They doing their thing. Armoretta from Atlanta. I like that song. Not Atlanta. I love that joint, man. The girl Janelle, she got a program called Every Given Sunday. Every Sunday she gives back. She gives away food and clothing on I can't remember the Parkway. Claremont Parkway in the Bronx. She's on Instagram. Look her up. She's on social media. Also, LA Dreamer. She has a foundation, Helping Hands Foundation, also on Instagram and social media. She gives backs all the time too, man. They doing their thing too. Black women, very happy about them, very proud about them. Check them out. Also, CeeLo Soul Food in the Bronx. If you haven't been there, get some of that food. Charlie's Pan Fried Chicken. They all over New York, mostly in Harlem and Manhattan. I don't think they're in the Bronx, but they all around. Famous Fish, 145th, St. Nicholas Avenue. Check them out too. Flamboyant Hair, 145th. 145th. Flamboyant Hair, Harlem. Check them out. Passport Bow. You already. I'm out.